if you ask me about the future of Zambian hip hop right now, or rather Zambian music, I would say it's in safe hands. My guest today is not only a killer on the mic, he's making waves everywhere. He's got a new album out, and guess what? This is Killa. So good. Welcome to theZMBTalks.
Thank you for having me.
You're so calm. You don't sound so calm like that on the mic, man. You're a killer on the mic.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the energy I need. So here's the thing. Every time I'm having a conversation with someone for the very first time, I'm always interested in knowing, how did you start? When did you start? How did you come up with the name Killa? That's what I want to know.
How did I start? When did I start? I started, I don't know, it was in 2010. We started from a bedroom studio. A friend of mine had a studio, so at first I never used to rap. I just used to write bars for my brother. Then one day he was like, yo, come to the studio with us, we do a song. So I was like, oh, okay. But by then I had a flu, so my voice sounded a bit funny. So, what song was that? No, we had Ransom. I don't know if you've heard Ransom before, by Drake and Lil Wayne.
No.
Yeah, we used the instrumental. We did a cover of the song. So that's the first song I ever did.
That was like in 2010.
2010. Then from then on, we did a bit more covers, and then I think we started making beats. So from there, experimenting. But then time came when my friend had to move out. So then now, luckily, someone had equipment which I took home, started rapping from the bedroom. But then I didn't have a producer back then, so I still carried on with the same cover instrumentals until there was a competition on Facebook by So Good Entertainment. So they were like, send us a voice note of you rapping. So I sent a voice note to their WhatsApp. So next thing I just know, I was like, yo, come to the studio the following week. So I went to the studio. They asked me, do you want to be under the label, or are you just here because we called you? Because they called people to come to be on the cypher. So I was like, yeah, I want to be on the cypher, but then I was also asked, do you want to be on the label as well? Yeah, so that was in 2014. Oh, we skipped like 4 years. That was 2014. So what was the other question?
Okay, don't mind about that question. So here's the thing. How did the name Killa come up?
Killa. So those that know me from way back day ones, my rap name initially was K.O.
K.O.
Yeah, K.O. So, but you know the rapper from South
Africa, K.O. Yes, I do.
So because of that rap, we don't want a situation where they're like, yo, who was here first? Of course, I mean, he was there first, so I couldn't try and use a name that someone else already has. Like, yeah, so now one of my managers suggested that we add something to that name to make it more different. So that's how the Killa came in. So it was Killa K.O.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, but people always want to call you by nicknames. So they got rid of the K.O. and just started calling me Killa. So by then I just went with it.
You've been so good for a while now, and you just said you signed with them since 2014. So at some point, did you ever feel like, you know, guys, put me on, my time is now?
First of all, I think I just have to give myself some juice for sticking around.
Yes.
Because I think other rappers or other people who are not so patient as me, they're maybe like a year after, it would have just gone already. But in my case, okay, I won't lie, the first few months, like, these people are not gonna let me do a song, put out a song, because the stuff that I used to record a song. To me, I'd record a song, maybe 1 or 2 songs, I take it to them like, yo, have you heard this? To me, I'm like, this is tough. I give it to them like, yeah, it's okay. Waiting to hear for a plan. Are we going to drop this? Nah.
Patience pays, eh?
Yeah, so me being there has been like them, as I said, how did I put it? As like they not destroyed me. They broke me down. Pause. They broke me down and then rebuilt me again. So what I thought was tough, was just somewhere there, because I went through can call it classes of like lyricism, how to drop on a certain place on a beat, how to rhyme, stuff like that. Yeah. So
I guess it made, like, that time made you grow and become a better rapper and artist, right?
yeah.
So last time I was interviewing Scarlett, and she did mention to say you're a very good songwriter. But I've been wondering to say, why did it take you this while to give us an album? Come on, why? Why did it take you this long?
I don't, but from you listening to the album, it's worth it, isn't it? The process.
But we want to know why.
Most of the songs on the album are from way back, but most people wouldn't know that. They actually think that everything was recorded probably last year. When I say most songs on there, even the song that you like, it's probably like 4 years old.
Wow, no, that's good music. That's good music. You had a new baby out, and you decided to call it Killa. Why that name, and what message were you just trying to pass?
Let me see if I can remember the definition properly. I got the concept for the album from the Oxford Dictionary definition of killer instinct, which says okay, let's just say it's a determination, ruthless determination to succeed or win. Yeah, so most of the songs on the album are victory themed. So how I've been brought up at home is to always have a positive mind, even if you go through bad things. Just always be positive and then aim to win. So it's a victory album.
It's a victory album. I love all the songs, but not all the songs. I would like to say all the songs. So I'm listening to the songs, so I'm like halfway done with the album. But I love the one you did with Ruth Brody and what's that song again? That you guys
Oh, you guys.
Yeah, put it down. You need to split some bars after the interview, like from that same song. After you said you're going to give us an album, there was an artwork frenzy that was going on social media, and it looked like someone tried to imitate your artwork. How did that make you feel? How did that make you feel? How were you feeling at that point?
Okay, but the thing of me always being calm, I just showed it to my manager, like, but this art is exactly the same as our art. But I wouldn't want to bash the guy, but I don't think that he saw ours, so I don't think it was intended.
But did you think, oh my god, my album, like the album art is out, this is leaked? Do you think some of the songs are out already? Did you feel like that?
No.
Yeah,
because even when we put it out, people like still made it go viral. Yeah, so I think it didn't really matter that someone else put the same thing.
Nice. You can rap, you can sing, you're a producer, and in other words, you do understand melody, and that's what people like nowadays. What are some of the challenges that you faced with putting this album together?
I'm not gonna say names, but collecting verses. I think maybe that's the biggest challenge for all rappers. Collecting verses from people, maybe depends on how you know them, how your relationship is. Because some people it could be your friends, but like, oh, just give me a week. A week turns to a month, so you're still waiting. So I think that was the first challenge. Then
was there some patches that were dropped from the album?
There were some songs which were dropped because of no verses. So I was waiting for verses, but I think I even gave away some songs. Yeah, 1 or 2 nice songs that would have also been nice, but.
I was going through your social media handles, and in the comments I was seeing people asking to say, where is Kid Soldier? Why is he missing on your records? But it's okay because he was on the production, so you're safe. So it's like his fans were coming for you. Why is he missing? And Bombshell is not on the album. Yeah.
I don't know, I should ask her. Nah, she there was okay. There were songs. All the songs were part of a big selection of final cut songs. So we had those people on different songs, on some songs, but I mean, not obviously not every song would make it too. So I think the songs that didn't make it will drop them sometime later. And then as for Soldier being on the project, he was okay with us being
Behind
on the production, but he was mad for a minute. He was like, yo.
What's going on? I need to be on it. So before your album was out, I was asking a lot of people to say, what do you expect from Killa? What do you think about his style, his music? And a lot of people say you're very, very talented, but they think your style and your English cannot sell. They say no, your style can't get you shows. What can you say to change that narrative?
I think people thinking like that is what doesn't sell the music. Because if we all think like that, somehow we're just going to be a hindrance to ourselves. So, but I mix it up with local language and English. So for me, I think someone saying that because I rap in English, that's not an excuse, because it's evident even on the project that there's some vernacular.
Do you have any favorite song on the album?
It's a lot.
Tell me two. At least you know mine. Tell me yours.
Unbeatable and all I do. Yeah.
All I do. I've heard that with Team. How come you don't love that one?
I love that song. I loved it since the name is Love. I can't love. I love love.
Okay. Now that the album is out and the response is good, what's next for you? What should we expect from you? How are you going to put us on that map? Because I feel like we've made it trend on Twitter, we've made it trend on Deezer, and now it's up to you to put us on that map.
I think the support from people is very good, so they just need to, let me not say it like that. If the support continues, which it will be very good. It will be a big push for me. So on my end, I just need to deliver on maybe videos, more content for social media, and then also depending on how we go out there, because we can't rely on just social media. I have to go out, TV, radio, yeah.
Interesting. And one of the things that you're young and you're doing it. We are young and we're killing it. So what are your inspirations? What's next for Killa besides the album itself being out?
Besides the album, even start acting. I would like to act though.
Okay.
Just waiting for the right person to.
You don't know who's watching?
I'm waiting for the call. I think more studio work. I'd like to dig deeper into production. I have a passion for being in the studio, writing, watching how people make beats, but I haven't had the interest so far to start making my own beats. So maybe I think I'm gonna try and do that.
Okay. And from what you said, you sound like someone who's collective and willing to like learn.
Yeah.
So I feel like you've also learned a lot. You know, you've been underground for a very long time. So
watching people's mistakes.
Exactly. The issue that's on social media right now is respecting the people that you guys found in the industry. And I want to know some of the things that you've learned from the OGs that you've put, you've applied and have gotten you to where you are right now.
What I learned from the OGs, the way they push music, like right now they're still pushing music. People like Slap D, Monkey 2, Chef. I think me pushing has come from how they do it, and then the influence that they have on me is big, because at some point I wasn't listening to music, but I don't know how I turned to radio someday. I just heard them rapping. So that also, I forgot to say that was also a big part of me starting to rap.
No, I think you and Kid Soldier sound the same. Tell me about your relationship. For real, I think you guys do sound the same. And someone said you're twins on the mic. How did you find yourself with Kid?
I can't even remember when we started talking on Facebook. At first, I just knew him as a producer, so he used to send me beats through Facebook. Then he also sent some songs. So it was like, oh, he raps too, these things. So fast forward a few years, that should have been 2013. 2019. No. 2015. Yeah, 2015. So let's see now in 2020. Last year, I called him. Like we needed some producers at the studio. Yeah, my manager was like, yo, find some producers. So I told him, yo, are you able to come through to the circus? I was like, yeah, no problem. That's how he came through. So since then he's been part of the record label. Yeah.
Interesting. Thanks so much, Killa. I've had fun. We kept it short, kept it precise, but clear, very clear. Can you give us all the social media handles? Let's go to your social media handles.
My Facebook is at Killa So Good. Instagram is Killa_line So Good. Then Twitter is also Killa_So Good. My YouTube is Killa ZM.
New videos, I've seen the what if you take one.
Still popping.
It's still popping. New
My new
videos.
video, I won't say what video is gonna come.
But this one coming
Yeah,
up.
I'm trying to possible shoot a movie. Almost the whole album.
Alright, thanks so much for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
Wishing nothing but the best. It's love from us, ZMBTalks. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. There you have it. You heard it from Killa So Good. He's, I think, one of the new wave artists that's happening right now, and hip hop is in safe hands. That's all I can say. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I've been your girl eDNA. Till next time, right here on ZMBTalks. #elevating the industry, honey. Mwah.